what should we call it? It's a surviv drill guide, all right? It's not. Oh shit! I have to mute the other thing. Sorry. Okay, great. It's a drill guide. It's not like tips and tricks or like top 10 tips or any of that bullshit. It's basically like drills so that you can actively practice so you get better. So we need maybe introductions. So this is my stats. So I'm not a good player, but I think I'm like decent. Like not definitely like better than half the other player at least I think. So I have 14% win rate. I played all my games on this one account. I don't really switch. But if you just look at like this week, it's like 30%. So it's gonna be slightly better. So I probably win on average 1 out of like 4 games, more or less. So at least by practicing these things, you could be maybe this good. Okay. And so I've been playing surviv for I think just like 4 months or so. And so I do research in AI and kind of like cognitive science and a bit and learning theory. So I'm pretty interested in how people learn and acquire information. And the one of the most important thing about how people learn is that people usually learn best in a controlled environment, which is to say there's a very direct cause and effect of like this is thing that you did, and directly you observe something good or bad about it, right? So this is why people have drills. So like when you play basketball, you learn how to dribble and things. Because if you just play a real game, so even in surviv, if you play a real game and you win and you lose, and it's very unclear exactly what you did right that contributed to your win or loss. So all these drills are a way of reducing the variability of your win so that you have a direct relationship of saying, okay, this is what I did right, and you can measure it right away, right? So that's the whole point of drills. All right, cool. So that's the theory part. I think this guide or whatever will be 3-part. We just did the introduction. So the rest we're gonna talk about setups, like the kind of keybind and things and so on and so forth, and then we're gonna talk about the drill. So as you can see, I have like a little lesson plan here. So let's do key binding first, okay? So here's my keybind. The most important thing about keybind, I think, is you should use your own keybind, by the way. But if you want to use mine, I can share my thing in the video description. But what's important for me is you need to be able to do switch out the right weapon at the right time. I think that's the most important thing about keybind. It's like in the heat of battle, you need to say, okay, I want this gun right now, right? It should come out. Or I want melee right now, it should be melee. Or at least my logic for the way I set up my own keybind is my left hand on the keyboard controls the movement and like this kind of looting and map, and my right hand controls everything about weapons, right? Like which weapon to come out. So that's why I have my right mouse for equip other gun. So if I have motion and then the other one I have spots, so I press this one, you can shuffle back and forth. And then I have middle mouse button for melee. So at least my whole weapon is on my right hand. And another thing, I think, regardless of your own setting, I think this setting is super important, is equip previous scope is mouse wheel up, and equip next scope is mouse wheel down. So this allows you to kind of zoom in and out by scrolling the mouse wheel, and I find it very, very intuitive. So like when you're sniping someone at long range, I just scroll up and be like, all right, I gotta step back, and then once I get close, I scroll down, right, so I can kind of fight close up. So scroll, zoom, gun slot. So of course T is most important, right? Switch gun slot. So like I usually have my shotgun on the first weapon slot, and then some other thing, unless I use a motion, which is swap. So like you need to just basically have a keybind that you're most used to. So I talk about my own keybind, which is I use my right mouse button to switch to the other gun, which is completely up to you how you do it, but there's something with when you do quick switch and double pump, when you use the right mouse button, there's a little kind of a glitchy kind of thing. So I do at least want to mention that, you know, my equip other gun is right click. Okay, and so I think that's all I want to talk about keybind. So let's do the crosshair. So this website on GitHub has this custom crosshair generator, so you could make your own crosshair. The default surviv crosshair, so if I just go to it, as you could see, is like very small. And at least now I feel maybe I'm kind of old, like can't really see it. But once you generate your own custom crosshair, you see it becomes huge. So I can kind of see it more clearly. So at least I think this is important for me, so I can see it. So I will put the crosshair generator link in the description too, right? So you can make your own crosshair. Cool. And we're almost at the time to do drills. But before that, maybe we should talk about aim booster, right? So aim booster, I think they're gonna discontinue Flash, so it'll probably all go away within a year. But while it is here, I have my own aim booster kind of setup. So essentially, what it would do is it would basically create these circles that kind of go all the way across the map, and then you just have to click on them, right? So we can talk about how the mouse sensitivity and things go to it. So for me, I used to play a lot of StarCraft, so my mouse sensitivity is I never leave the mouse pad, this part of my wrist. So I go left to right. Within this movement, I can scan from all the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen. So at least that's my own. You should, you know, at least figure out what worked for you. But I think the setting worked pretty well for surviv. And for this one, you just want to practice going to the circle directly and try not to double click. Oh shit, this is kind of wrong. So what you want to do is you don't want to double click on the circle twice. You just want to go directly click on top of the circle, right? Like you don't want to like do this and then click once. So you just want to click on them directly. So this way you train these at least hand-eye coordinations of. And when I practice a lot of surviv, I used to never start a game of surviv without doing a click practice for at least 3 minutes. So I would play 3 minutes of this before all my games, right? So yeah, I just like that. Just click on the circles, right? I mean, surviv is a game of clicking on circles, so just click on these circles and then you're fine. All right, anyway, what's the next thing to talk about? Now we talk about, let's see what I have. We can do drills, all right? So before drills, I think you should probably just play, you know, if you haven't played surviv before, you should just play 100 games, right? So that'll get you used to like the general mechanics of like, you know, picking up items, opening doors, breaking crates, right? How the different guns work. And there's also the surviv wiki that you could use to, you know, look up all the different gun stats. So I think the first day I played surviv, I just read the whole wiki, like different guns and what they do. So do that first, right? So when you have your own setup, like you have your good, you have a pretty cool keybind that you can do, and you have mouse sensitivities like good, just play 100 games and kind of see how the game flows, right? All right, so now we can go into the actual drill part. I think for the drill part is I'm just going to explain all the drills that I do, and I'll try to play one game with each drill, or play one or few, or at least I feel like I demonstrated what I wanted to show, right? Get like 10 kills or things like that, and then I'll move on to the next drill, okay? So the first drill is to just use the spray weapon, like SMGs, like MAC-10 or MP5 or AK. It's just to use those guns, right? So just don't pick up shotguns, just use those guns. And what I want you to practice with this particular drill, is to aim behind the target. So very interesting, right? Why do you want to aim behind the target? And I thought about it for a long time, and I finally came up with a very good reason. Okay, so say your survivor is here, and then say your target is here, right? So where do you click? Well, in surviv, there's, when you aim very quickly, there's going to be some noise or there's some uncertainty where you actually end up clicking, right? So if you aim on this particular line, let's say I want to aim here, right? Aim in front of target, I want to click here. What's actually going to happen is you might click in any of this circular region, right? Because your click is not precise. And so it depends on where you click. If you look at the spread of the weapon, it's going to be huge. So you're going to miss your target if you click in front of the target. But look what happened when I click behind the target. I will have a similar spread, right? Because you're moving from like a mouse cursor. But if you look at the spread, it's going to be a lot more focused. So this is why it's always a good idea to aim behind the target. And the best way to practice this is just to use the normal normal gun, like not pump action, just do like normal machine gun and such. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do just trying to aim behind the guy and do with machine guns. Okay, all right. And before that, maybe we should talk about some general things about how do you move around the map and so on and so forth. So the first thing is you should always walk in melee. If you're not under any danger, you should always walk melee because melee is faster. So you should always have just your hands out and run around. And then when you see something, bring out your gun. Okay? So first thing. Second thing is you want to have kind of efficient looting. So what does that mean? That means you don't just go over all the items and try to pick them up. So at all time you're saying, okay, I really want level 3 helmet, level 3 armor, I want my Mosin, I want my spas or like some shotgun, right? So at all time you're like, I need this, I need blue ammo, right? So you actively look for those things rather than just be like, oh, what should I shop, right? You don't kind of go shop for item, you just say, I need this, and you go and grab it. And then there's a lot of other items on the ground, you don't even look at them, right? So loot efficiency. And then the third thing, I guess, is general map movement. So the most important item is armor and adrenaline. And the second most important thing are kind of like weapons. And so you want to kind of know where to find adrenaline. So it will be the police station, the downstairs of the clubhouse. There is a soda machine in the bank, and some like outside toilets in the outhouse, right? So maybe I'm missing, but you should have a general idea where to find soda and adrenaline because those are the most important ones. And so, all right, enough talking. All right, let's just try this SMG thing and see how it works out. All right, now I'm this surviv guy. All right, let's do it. So we're only gonna use SMG, all right? And then we're gonna try to aim behind the guy. So I want to try this house. Oh, great. Oh, another thing that's useful is you should keep track of how many punches to kill a box. I know these kind of boxes 4 punches, and in general the toilet is 5 punches. I guess this is good enough. Maybe we'll just try this. Oh, perfect. All right. I don't have good scope, which is a little bit dangerous. So we don't really have a good start. I'm gonna try to go head for the mansion because there's always some good fights in there, although it's not really a good place to go if you don't have a shotgun. It's pretty dangerous. could probably get him. Alright, it's dangerous. I cannot go now. I'm gonna die. Alright, yeah. SMG is like pretty shitty in tight corners. Alright, let's try again. But essentially the idea is to just aim behind the guy. Oh. We're pretty powerful. I'm thinking about going to the greenhouse. God, without shotgun, it's just the whole thing is just so hard. Alright, watch. I'm gonna get really close and blast the shit out of him. Shit. Oh my god. This is pretty bad actually. I might die here. Alright, so we're not gonna pick up this katana because that's not part of the drill. This is pretty bad. I'm thinking we already lost. Because we have very poor items, no adrenaline. So this is already a very poor start. So we have to somehow come back into the game. Alright. Good. So we have some resemblance of. Alright, what we need to do now is to acquire more soda. This is the most important part. And I don't think we can fight anyone per se, because we're very weak. So we'll probably want to scavenge some items if you want to win this. Although, and you know, when you're doing drills, you shouldn't worry too much about winning. You should just think about clicking behind the guy. That's probably a Mosin. Let's see, this guy's kind of noob. So if we run in melee, we can get very close to him. And then we need to juke his shotgun. Or just, is he just running in one direction? What the fuck is he doing? Alright, good. I acquired the pill, so I'm pretty strong now actually. Although I can still lose because I don't have shotgun. Shotgun is so important. But you know, in the beginning, you're probably more familiar with this SMG gun. I need to juke, so he's gonna fire. I'm gonna bait him in if he does. He wanna come in? There's another door here. All right, got him. Gotta heal. Oh, the Mosin's boss. I can't pick it up. Alright. Or I'm gonna go in, blast the shit out of him. Okay, off-screen kill, pretty dope. Here's Johnny! Oh wait, oh shit, I picked up the wrong item. This is pretty bad. Oh no, where did I? Oh, I think when I opened the door, I dropped my. When I opened the door, I accidentally dropped my Glocks. Alright. Alright, so that's one thing. Okay, cool. So it doesn't go too well, that's alright. Cool. Alright, so let's do the second drill, alright? Second drill is to just double pump, okay? So double pump is probably the most important thing you can do in surviv, because the pump action guns like 220, 870, and Mosin are the best guns. I think the best gun in the game. The reason is that these machine gun, this SMG, when you shoot, you become very slow. So you basically can be very easily aimed at by a sniper, right? So like, with these guns that are pump action, you could kind of peek around the corner, shoot, and duck, right? So like, it gives you a lot more maneuverability, but as a consequence, you lose DPS. So if you go on the stat page and look at all the different guns, the machine guns actually all have way higher DPS than all the shotguns and all the sniping rifles. And so it's most important to use movement advantage when you use the pump action guns. Alright, so what can you double pump? Also, first of all, how do you double pump? Or how do you pump, right? So the idea is you shoot and click very quickly the switch other gun key, right? So if you have it bind to like Q or spacebar or something, you just shoot and switch right away. So that way you don't get a recoil, so you maintain your movement speed. And so for me, I have my mouse, so I click left click, and then my right click is switch gun, so I left click, right click. And what's important about the mouse for switch gun, so that's the other thing, in the keybind I was talking about, this weird glitch about mouse, is that if you left click and release completely and right click, the thing will bug out. So the way to use pump or quick switch with mouse is you left click, and without releasing the left click, click the right click, and then release left and release right. So it's like a rolling thing. So it's like left, up, right up. At least that's the way it is for mouse. It took me like a week to figure that out because I couldn't double pump for like a week, and I couldn't figure out why. But that's the reason. It's like a weird glitch. So yeah, so double pump, shoot and switch the other gun, and shoot or switch to melee. Let's see, what could you double pump? The thing you could double pump is A70 and spas. I usually have A70 and spas on my first item slot, and the second one is the one that can shoot, can double pump right away. So the second item slot for guns is either a 220 or 1100 or a Saiga 12 or even like a OT38 or like a Mosin. Okay, and so with this setup, you could shoot one and shoot the other one right away. It's like choo choo. And then there is actually a lower limit of how short the two time can be, and if you click faster than that, they're not gonna fire. So I think it's about 1/4 of a second. So when you do double pump, you want to kind of keep track in your head like a particular kind of a rhythm. It's like, it's kind of like that. So if you keep that in mind, you could fire 2 shots right away, go duck, and try again. And you know, sometimes you could just use 2 H70 and you just have to like wait a second. You'd be like fire, switch, fire, and switch. So that one has a delay, but it's also good to practice. So so let's jump into the second drill, which is literally just only use pump action items. All right, so let's try. So only shotguns, no machine guns, right? So OTS is pretty good. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could pump with this one too. It's not very good. See? Not very good though. Okay, what we want to do is go to a house to obtain our shotgun. Although I think there's oh no, he's gonna use all the bullet. Alright. Fucking fails. I don't even think I should be here. Ah, there we go. Alright, it's a shitty weapon, but... Come at me, bro. Alright, we really need a proper shotgun. I think we can go downstairs, maybe. Oh, perfect. Alright, we're in business. Alright, so this is actually my niche combo of A70 and turkey. So watch, you could double pump this one. Oh, let me talk about aiming in general, right? So there's two kinds of aim. There's a kind of the tracking aim, and there's the flick shot. So flick shot is you just go from one to the other one really quick. And the tracking one is the one where you kind of want to keep your cursor on the enemy the whole time. And they each have their uses. So basically what happens when you do flick is the other guy gets very confused. But it's not very accurate. But it has its use. And when you do, alright, let me kill this guy first. So flick shot, you just have to play a lot of like aim booster to get a feel for it. But for the tracking shot, one thing you could do for practice, you could keep your mouse on some particular item, and as you move around, you want to keep your mouse on the same things, right? So you want to move and keep your mouse steady in one place. And on the next level, you're just going to track like an actual guy. So when the guys try to juke you, you keep your mouse on him and you pick around the corner and shoot at him. Alright, I'm going to upgrade my... Oh, wait, is that... Oh, score? Alright. We're pretty powerful then. Alright, let's see. We just need a good scope right now, that's all we need. So I'm going to try to obtain a scope. Yeah, when you move around, one thing to do is you can just hover your mouse at like different objects, right? So practice general aiming, like go from tree to tree, tree to bush, bush to rock. Just kind of move around like this. Oh fuck. I got a little bit too aggressive. Alright, we could do another one. Let's do another one. This always happens when you're trying to do these guides, you get wrecked all the time. How do we win? So downstairs is I think it's just a pistols. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. Alright, let's go for the clubhouse. So this spinning is kind of just a rhythm. You definitely don't have to do it, but it's kind of like when you play like tennis or badminton, you kind of go back to the center of the court after each move. So it just helps you recenter your focus. Anyway, I think we're looking for just some armor and helmets. Alright. Shit, I'm like, ah! Come on. Alright, good. It's pretty bad with this setup. If I run at someone, they probably just kill me. But I think there's someone here. Oh, there's a guy there. I don't want to fight him. I want to loot this one really quick and run away. Should be okay. Alright. Let's see how well we do here. There's definitely a guy here. We could probably just outrange him. Hello! Alright. Why not? We're feeling fancy, right? I think with this setup, you could probably just do tracking. You're never gonna get close to beat anyone close range, so you should just keep your mouse on the guy and then just do your double pump until he drops. So let's try that. My adrenaline is really low though. Man, talking and playing is so hard. Okay, I'm gonna lose all my games. Yeah, now the map is all looted. The only way I get adrenaline now is to actually kill people. Yeah, it's no good. I needed to use melee for that. Let's try one more. Maybe I should just focus on playing. Alright. This might be better actually, for pragmatic reasons. We need to go for more loots. Let's see, we can go try the greenhouse maybe. Alright. Alright, someone's here. He's probably downstairs. So have our gun out. He's gonna come at me with a katana maybe. Good. Holy shit. Alright, anyway. That's that. Man, I fucking suck. Alright, so the next thing is the A70 and the machine gun combo. Alright, so let's see. So this one is first done by Siren, I think. or I mean most people do it anyway. So the idea is you have your pump, which is A70, the normal shotgun. You shoot that once, switch to the machine gun, and then fire like half your magazine, switch to the shotgun, fire again, switch to SMG, shoot the rest of your magazine, switch back to the shotgun for one more shot. So shotgun, and then SMG, shotgun, SMG, and shotgun again. Alright, so let's try that and see how well we can do. Hopefully finally win one. I mean, come on, it's a little bit sad. Maybe I should really use melee, I think. Bye. I need an A70 for that to work though. Let's see if we can find one soon. Until then, I'm gonna use this double MP gay for now. Fuck. Man. Alright, let's try again. Can't really talk, huh? Interesting. Alright, so we can do this. Alright, see if we get blasted. Ooh, wait, what's here? Oh, that's a Mosin. Oh boy. Alright. I'm just gonna die going there. It's not really the best idea in close quarters, to be honest. I think it's pretty good at squat, this combo. But you can't really always do it. I just realized how much I actually depend on melee. Oh fuck! That's amazing. That's a really good grenade. Would I do it? Maybe not. Oh Christ. Okay. Hehe, that was good. Yeah, I shouldn't go out like that. Man, to have all the right item is actually pretty hard. Hi. Yeah, I probably need to cut. Do you not know the combo to this? So this combo is actually best with yeah, we can do this now. Do 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 do, come at me. Alright, good. So I guess I have to win the game with only this loadout. See if it's even possible. I don't really like it. This loadout has very good DPS and some maneuverability in like tight corners, but ooh, yeah. But it's not very good in late game. But yeah, the idea is this, and then this again. Just gonna try to, yep, okay, good. Okay. Alright. We're pretty short on adrenaline though. It's probably a bad sign. Do 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 do. Man, these guys are not dropping sodas. Oh god, I'm out of bullets for this one. Do I have green? Or get some greens here. I'm pretty sure the last 5 guy, there's gonna be one of them with like all the soda and then I'm just gonna die. Oh, I think that might be worse to fight. Let's fight this one. Alright, we're in business. Alright, one guy has a 220. 4 people up. Alright, let's head him off. Where is everyone? Let's get this guy first. Yeah, I want katana. Katana is one of my favorite melee weapons. So I want to juke the shots first. I'm gonna try to do this and force him to fire prematurely. Yep. Alright, good. Okay, good. Let's see. What's the next? So that's the combo. Doesn't really work that well if the other guy is like very close to you, or like you need to use melee. So okay, so the next thing to do is melee. You want to win a game with only melee. All right. It's actually a lot easier than you think it is. If the other guy doesn't have shotgun, have a pretty good chance of just winning. So we're gonna try that first. So using melee will force you to learn how to use diagonal movement. So diagonal movement is faster than vertical movements. And melee teach you how to kind of glue onto someone and kind of move with them so that their gun kind of like stick behind you. So those are very useful things to have. Right, so let's try a melee only game and see how well that goes. So melee only, you really have a good appreciation of armor and adrenaline. So you really have like a good idea that those are the most important items. And scope, I think. So let's see, this is trash. Alright, so see this guy. I'm gonna try to take his helmet. See this rock here. So now we have to heal up. So the idea of melee is you just want to go hard on him in a diagonal fashion, and then whenever he bring the gun around, you strafe to dodge it. But we really need full adrenaline for this to work, otherwise it's just, you're just gonna get killed. So we really need to, oh shit, a pill. Alright, after we get this, we'll be decently strong, so let's try. No, I'm just gonna record this drill guide and just upload it to YouTube and probably just take off. Right. So with adrenaline, you're pretty strong. Let's go check out the greenhouse for katana, so we have a good, at least some semblance of melee weapon. Alright, I got some important items here. So that guy has a 220. It's pretty risky, but he has 2 shots. I gotta hide. Cannot go on this right now. I have an axe though. Maybe I can use grenade too. He's gonna turn out 220 and just... Oh, he just died. Great. Alright. I want my katana, so the top priority is to get a katana because then you actually have range. Katana is like really good. It's my favorite melee weapon because it has range. Alright, let's check out this police station. Oh yeah, there's fights in here. I'm coming! Alright, good going. I think machete has more range. I'm gonna go for this one. I think it has slightly more range than the axe that I was using. Alright, so this guy has a 220, so I need to be absolutely... I think he's kind of noob though. He's not... Oh fuck. Alright. I need to bait him. Here's Johnny. Alright, good. Where's my katana? One guy left. Where is the last guy? Oh, here he is. How do I approach him? He has 220. One misplay, I'm dead. I think I need to use grenade. Alright, it's time to go. 1, 2, 3. Ah, so close. Alright. Anyway, that's melee. Alright, what's the next thing we want to talk about? So the next thing I want to talk about is this cool drill called the passive-aggressive drill, which is you never fire on someone until he fires on you first. So it's kind of really this weird thing. You kind of like get really close to them, and then like he started firing, and then you react and fire back. Right. So let's try that for a game. So this is the passive-aggressive. Let's try it. Double deagle. I think I want the adrenaline sphere first. Ooh. Let's go to the club. I think there's some action downstairs. Let's see that. Right. Oh. God. Alright. Who wants some? Okay. Oh, I already have level 2. I'm gonna try the bank, because there might still be some leftover soda there. Although I'm not too doubtful. Not too hopeful that it's still there. But you never know. Ah, it's still here, see. Woohoo! Alright, 8 people alive. I think we have a good shot. Although I need to have the other guy fire on me first. I need to kind of stalk him. It's a very good thing to try with shotguns, because it forces you to get really close to someone. Holy Christ, man. that was very dangerous. Alright, on this outfit. Oh, that's a Mosin. Alright, 4 people up. Oh, there's a loot here. Should check that out. Maybe have level 3. Yeah, so open loot, drop grenade, pretty good. If you drop on top of it, oh, it's only a level 3. So the airdrop always drop a level 3 like armor like item. It's either helmet, armor, or backpack. So they can be pretty good to just run for. Alright, we should probably... Oh, no one? Yeah, so if you're afraid, just tap it and drop grenade. And then the grenade will kind of tap your loot for you. Still don't see the last guy though. Where is the last guy? Maybe the last guy is in club. Oh, Jesus! Alright, I'm gonna keep my distance and just poke at him, I think. I'll wait for him to come out. Oh, I think he went downstairs. Katana? No. Alright. Anyway, so that's passive aggressive, I think. It's really a good drill. It really like tests your patience of like just don't fire right away, right? Like get really close and wait for him to fire so he's slowed, and then you pull out your shotgun. So I think overall that's all the drills I have. So to recap, the first one is just to use SMG, but focus on aiming behind the guy. The second one is all sorts of double pump anything you get your hands on, right? A70, SPAS 220, 1100, Saiga 12, OT38, Mosin, You can even double pump like M9 if you want. Like it's bad, but you know, just get used to the movement of firing and switching. Okay. Third drill, A70 SMG combo, right? Fire shotgun, half a clip, shotgun again, half a clip, and then shotgun. I think the SMG best is like 416. AK works too, but I think some gun like fire a little bit slower, so it doesn't work as well. Okay, and the next drill, play a ton of game with just melee, right? Try to win game with melee. And then the last drill I have for today, play passive aggressive, right? Get close to someone, wait for them to fire at you, and then fire back. Okay. All right. So let's see how well we do. Yeah. So it's not bad. I mean, it's really hard to win game with just SMG and things, but I think we did okay with even playing drills. Won some games. Definitely could have won a lot more, but it's all right. Okay, so this is the surviv drill video. If I think of some other drill, we'll have like a follow-up video if you want. And yeah, hopefully it has been instructive, right? See you next time.